module mo.
Nay, magbigay daw po ng halimbawa ng malambot, masarap at masustansya.
Ano namang sagot mo?
Tinapay, nanay. Yung lagi mo pong binibili sa Gemini Bakery.
Gemini Bakery, tinapay na masarap, malambot at malinamnam sa presyong di masakit sa bulsa. Yan ang mabibili mo dito. Trusted to. Since 1975 pa sila nagpo-produce ng tinapay. Na love pang merienda ng mga lolo't lola, nanay, tatay, hanggang kay bunso. Pwedeng pambaon sa school at sa trabaho. At pwede rin kainin ng solo at swak din i-partner sa kape o sa juice. Gemini Bakery. Bukod sa napakarami nilang branches, take note, may bago silang branches para anywhere ka man, pwede ka makabili. Sa Cabana Street, Barangay 3, Lucena City, along Quezon Avenue at sa Nadres Street, Barangay Poblacion, Candelaria. Gemini Bakery. Tinapay na masarap, malambot at malinamnam sa presyong di masakit sa bulsa.
Sana lumago tong business ko. Dapat maging sikat o famous.
Madam, di mo na kailangan ng genie para mangyari yan. Ang dapat mong gawin ay ang magpa-advertise. Gawing sikat ang iyong negosyo sa pamamagitan ng pagpapa-commercial sa pinakamalakas na AM radio station sa Southern Tagalog Region. Ito ang Live Radio Southern Tagalog, DZAT 1512 kHz. Rinig sa buong Quezon Province, pati sa mga kalapit lalawigan at iba pang mga bayan. O, ha? Magiging famous ka talaga. Hindi lang yan, pati sa mga Facebook page, live programs, YouTube at website, kasama ang commercial mo.
Gusto ko yan!
Tawag o text na sa kanilang marketing hotline 0948-664-9433 0948-664-9433 o mag-chat sa official Facebook page Live Radio Southern Tagalog DZAT. Pa-commercial na!
Ibahagi mo sa buong mundo pagkalinga sa bawat tao. Regalo ng kalikasan, may biyayang mo. Hatid sa'yo ng Live Radio. Ibahagi mo sa buong mundo pagkalinga sa bawat tao. Regalo ng kalikasan.
Ito ang DZAT 1512 kHz Live Radio, ang pinakamalakas na AM radio station sa Southern Tagalog Region.
The following program is a paid broadcast. The statements, topics, and contents of the program are not necessarily the beliefs of this radio station.
Unico Quezon, autentikong walang mintis. Sa balita at isyu, sumasagitsit, autentikong walang mintis. Araw-araw, walang patid. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 7 hanggang alas 8 ng umaga sa DZAT Live Radio 1512 kHz at sa telebisyon. Autentikong walang mintis, Joey Lipa at Nari Karangalan. Sa balita at komentaryo maiinit, kabayan, saan ka ga? Ay di na sa autentikong walang mintis. Mga balitang hindi gawa-gawa o haka-haka. Sa issue at komentaryo may basihan at totoo. Joey Lipa at Nari Karangalan.
As it's Christmas season, so there isn't any reason we can dance a Christmas polka. Hear the sleigh bells ringing, everybody singing,
Okay mga kaibigan, uy, ngayon ho ay araw ho ng Huwebes ha. Araw po ng Huwebes ngayon, Asyete. Okay? Asyete sa buwan ho ng Disyembre 2023. Bago po lahat ay alam nyo marami ho tayong long weekend. At ito ho ay sa December 8, December 9, December 10. Bukas ho, araw ho ng Friday ay special non-working holiday tayo dahil ho sa Immaculate Conception. December 8, Friday. At siyempre Saturday at saka Sunday ho ay weekend. Kaya ho long weekend ho bukas at hanggang December 10. At sa December 23, araw ho ng Sabado, December 24, Sunday, December 25, Monday, na yun ho ay regular holiday dahil Christmas Day ho yun. Yung December 25. So, long weekend hurit yun. Mahaba-haba hong bakasyon. Ito po si Larry Karangalan, mga kaibigan, at inyong napapahinggan ang programang Unico Quezon.
Laughing all the way. Dance on both ferry.
Ang programa ho ng lalawigan ho ng Quezon. Ang programa na nagbibigay ho ng mga balita, kaganapan sa Kapitolyo, mga kaibigan. Galaw ng sangguniang panglalawigan, galaw ho ng pamahalaang panglalawigan.
All alone is the light in a one-horse open sleigh.
At mga kaibigan,
Jingle all the way.
dito ho ay makikita ho natin sa programa hong Unico Quezon ang mga gawain ho ng sanggunian at ng pamahalaang panglalawigan ng Quezon. At yun hong mga ginagawa ho nila ng mga proyekto, mga programa na ginagawa ho ng pamahalaang panlalawigan sa pangunguna ng atin hong Governor Doktora Helen Tan. Okay, magandang umaga muna kay Erwin Maray Mendoza at kay paring Konsihal Juban Flores. Konsihal, kamusta ka na? Kamusta ka na, pari Koy? Oo, yung aking inaanak. Malaki na ang utang. At sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao.
That man really forevermore because of Christmas Day.
Magandang umaga po sa lahat ng ating mga taga-subaybay. Mga nanay at tatay, mga lolo at lola. Good morning po sa inyong lahat, mga kaibigan. Hoy, ngayong araw ho ng Miyerkules, kahapon na Disyembre 6 ay pinagdiwang ng Philippine Information Agency Quezon ang ika-7 anibersaryo ng kapihan sa PIA, kung saan naimbitahan si Governor Doktora Helen Tan na siya naman kinatawan ni Provincial Information Officer June Lubit upang ihatid ang mensahe para sa mga mamahayag sa lalawigan. Ayon sa mensaheng ipinarating ng gobernadora, mahalaga ang paghatid ng totoo at tamang impormasyon upang magkaroon ng maayos at epektibong pamahala. Kung kaya't nagpapasalamat ang ina ng lalawigan sa PIA Quezon sa pagiging matibay na kabalikat ng pamahalaang panlalawigan sa pagbibigay ng tama at napapanahong impormasyon para sa mga mamamayan ng Quezon. Dinaluhan ng maikling programa na ginanap sa 3F Pacific Mall, Lucena City. Nina Information Communication Manager at PIA Quezon Lito Heron, BGMP Quezon District Warder Kapihan, sa Piitan Superintendent Jack Lord Carino at PIA Calabarzon Public Information Officer 1 Mark Brian Lito. Radyo Pilipinas Lucena Station Manager Mayet Balgedra at Lucena Public Information Officer Mignon Tan at ang ilang mga media partners sa buong lalawigan ng Quezon.
Never come in, oh my Lord. They gathered all around him to see him and adore.
Samantala mga kaibigan, kahapon din, Quezon Health Summit 2023 sa naganap sa Luxent Hotel, Quezon City. Pakinggan po natin ang mga impormasyon, mga pananalita ng mga panauhing pandangal sa ganap na Quezon Health Summit 2023.
Sabi namin, ang buong Quezon po ay nagpapasalamat, Senator, for joining us tonight because you are one of our country's health and nutrition champions. Mahal na mahal po kayo ng lalawigan ng Quezon. Palakpakan po natin, Senator Amy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to deliver her welcome address and the overview on the status of the Quezon province-wide health system, please welcome our Provincial Health Officer to Dr. Christine May Jean Villaseñor.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. It is my honor and privilege to have all of you here today as we gather to recognize and celebrate the outstanding contributions of our health workers, local government leaders, and development partners in promoting the health and well-being of our beloved Quezonians. Let me first recognize the presence of the principal author and the reason why we are advancing in universal healthcare implementation, none other than our very own Governor, Dr. Helen Tan. Of course, our efficient legislator, Vice Governor, 3rd Alcala and Health Committee Chair, Board Member JJ Akivido. We also have our active members of the Provincial Health Board. We have Mayor Rachel Ubana, the President of the LMP Quezon. Dr. Juvie Pasporino of Quezon Pidojo, Dr. Ronald Mararak, the President of Quezon AMHO. Together with our provincial leaders, the core members of the Provincial Health Board, and of course my provincial health team, we are very happy to welcome our distinguished guest. First of all, our guest of honor, Senator Amy Marcos. We also have DOH Undersecretary Francie Laksamana. We also have Assistant Regional Director Leda Hernandez. Maraming salamat po sa pagpunta ninyo sa aming Health Summit. To the municipal mayors, vice mayors, municipal councilors, municipal and city health officers, public health nurses, other LGU and RHU staff, please stand as I call your municipality for you to be recognized. Let's start with Agdangan, headed by Mayor Radam P. Aguilar. Alabat, headed by Mayor Jose Ramil Arquiza. Atimonan, headed by Mayor Rustico Joven Mendoza. Buena Vista, headed by Mayor Rinaldo Rosilia Jr. Bordeos, headed by Mayor Freddy Aman. Calawag, headed by Mayor Rosalina Visorde. Candelaria, headed by Mayor George Swayan. Catanawan headed by Mayor Ramon Orfanel. Dolores headed by Mayor Orlan A. Calayag. General Luna headed by Mayor Matt Erwin V. Florido. General Nakar headed by Mayor Eliseo Rizal. Ginyangan headed by Mayor Maria Mariden Isaac. Gumaca headed by Mayor Webster Letargo. Infanta headed by Mayor Filipina Grace America. Homalig headed by Mayor Nelmar T. Sarmiento. Lopez headed by Mayor Rachel Ubana. Lukban headed by Mayor Agustin Villaverde. Macalelon headed by Mayor Artemio Mamburao. Mauban headed by Mayor Bautista Erwin Dwight Pastrana. Pitogo headed by Mayor Dexter Sayat. Plaridel headed by Mayor Jose D. Saavedra. Polillo headed by Mayor Angelique Bosque. Quezon headed by Mayor Juan Escolano. Real headed by Mayor Diana Abigail Aquino. Sampaloc headed by Mayor Noel Angelo T. de Vanadera. Mulanay headed by Mayor Aristotel L. Aguirre. Padre Burgos headed by Mayor Ruben Uy Jokno. Pagbilao headed by Mayor Angelica Tatlonghari. Panukulan headed by Mayor Alfred Rigor S. Mitra. Patnanungan headed by Mayor Marie Claire Larita. Pagkawayan headed by Mayor Luis Oscar Eliazar. Perez headed by Mayor Charis Marie Escalona. Chaong headed by Mayor Vincent R.J. Mea. Unisan headed by Mayor Ferdinand P. Adulta. Tayaba City headed by Mayor Maria Lourdes Ponchoso. San Andres headed by Mayor Ralph Edward Lim. San Antonio headed by Mayor Añano Ariel Wagan. San Francisco headed by Mayor Romulo Edaño. San Narciso headed by Mayor Florabel Yap. And Sariaya headed by Mayor Marcelo Galleta. Ganyan po kadami ang mga bayan sa lalawigan ng Quezon na nagtutulong-tulong para sa aming province-wide health system. Let me also recognize the second level of our healthcare provider network, the Quezon Provincial Hospital Network Chief of Hospitals. We have here Dr. Sunny Ching of QPHN Alabat and Doña Marta Atimonan. Dr. John Loria of Candelaria. Dr. Rosalino Castro of Bundok Peninsula, Catanawan. Dr. Annabel Argente of Ginyangan. Dr. Maria Victoria Veloso of Gumaca. Dr. Corazon de los Reyes of Clara M. Recto Infanta. Dr. Wilson Rivera of Magsaysay, Lopez. Dr. Juan Eugenio Fidel Villanueva of QPHN Quezon Medical Center. Dr. Edwin Aguirre of Mauban. Dr. Jolly Grace Santa Lucia of Polillo. Dr. Raymond Sugay of Sampaloc. Dr. Jesus Calayag of Unisan. Dr. Francis Escandor of San Francisco. And Dr. Charlie Aban of San Narciso. Medyo marami po. Gusto kong batiin lahat dahil meaningful ng inyong mga contributions sa ating lalawigan. We also have here our development partners. We have Mr. Axel Aterado of Reach Health. We also have Mr. Jomar Escat of Colgate Professional Oral Care. We have Mr. Rolando Atenante of Relief International. Dr. Marian Calnan of USAID TB Platforms Project. We also have here Dr. Maria Victoria Rondaris, our partner from Fred Hollows Foundation. We also have Dr. John Marie Sandoval and Dr. Eva Rose Lapitan from Batangas Medical Center. We also have Dr. Alan Troy Bakir from East Avenue Medical Center. Dr. Ingrid Magnata of Jepaigo. And Dr. Francisco Rivera IV from Rizal Medical Center. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagdating sa pagtitipong ito. At this point, let me highlight the local health system's maturity level status of our province. This is our collective efforts. Please flash the slide. For the information of everybody, this maturity level is measured per key result area based on health systems building block. We have the unified governance. Next slide, please. The strategic and investment planning, financial management, human resources for health management and development, information management system, epidemiology and surveillance system, procurement and supply chain management, the referral system, the disaster risk reduction management in health, and health promotion program and campaigns. Looking at the slides, you will notice so many red in 2021. But I would like you to focus on the present year's achievement, shaded in green. Today, in the pursuit of the UHE objectives, the province of Quezon, under the stewardship of Governor Helen Tan as its first female chief executive and probably the first medical doctor to serve as governor, we have transitioned from being slow-moving to the fastest province to fully implement a province-wide health system. So, guys, whenever I'm asked what the key is to achieve almost all the key result areas, my simple answer is leadership and governance. But it has to be coupled with a compassionate and empathic heart, especially for the less fortunate Quezonians. And this is evident to our governor, to our mayors, to our provincial and municipal legislators, our doctors, nurses, allied medical professionals, the barangay health workers, our nutrition scholars, and other support staff. We've also unlocked other doors through the more complicated ways. That is through strategic thinking and management, and of course, collaboration and coalition building with the generous, the very helpful, and service-oriented government and private partners, local and international. And of course, we have our Senator Aimee, we have DOH, supporting our health programs, particularly in health facilities enhancement. While we have already achieved the local health system's maturity level, I have to remind everyone we have yet to improve on the health outcomes indicators, and I believe we can do this together as a province-wide health system. In the coming weeks, we will distribute medicines, ICT equipment, and your well-deserved incentives. Together, let us build healthy and productive citizens that will make a strong and vibrant Quezon Province. Let us continue to be an instrument of the Lord in preventing diseases, saving lives, and making each life of every Quezonian worth living. Congratulations to everyone. Maraming salamat po, and welcome to our first ever Health Summit 2023 organized by the provincial government of Quezon. Mabuhay ang lalawigan ng Quezon.
Dr. Christine May Jean Villaseñor, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much, Doctor. Our meteoric rise in UHC implementation was only possible with everyone's contribution and, of course, the guidance of the Provincial Health Office. Well, I guess she deserves this once again. A round of applause for our Provincial Health Officer to Dr. Christine May Jean Villaseñor. Well, friends, the most critical initial step in attaining UHC was to get the support of our local chief executives. It was a challenge convincing our mayors to join in. But nevertheless, we were blessed and grateful to get the commitment of our 39 city and municipal mayors for province-wide health system integration. To share her experience as a local chief executive in the implementation of universal healthcare, please welcome the President of the League of Municipalities of the Philippines, Quezon Chapter, Mayor Rachel A. Ubana.
Thank you so much, sir. Malusog na gabi po sa ating lahat. Senator Amy Marcos, our dear Governor Dr. Helen Tan, Vice Governor Anacleto Alcala III, board members present, guests from Department of Health and other guests, ASEC Laksamana, ARD Dr. Leda Hernandez, other provincial officials present, our PHO Dr. Christine Villaseñor, MHOs, Chief of Hospitals, members of the Provincial Health Board, fellow mayors, good evening. First of all, allow me to thank our dear Governor for giving me this opportunity to speak in front of you tonight. During this health summit, on behalf of the municipal mayors of Quezon, we are hoping that through this forum, will indeed enable the local chief executives and all stakeholders to have better understanding of the health situation in our province and appreciate what the provincial government has done to improve health services and programs, and that may this summit also serves as venue for coming up with possible necessary interventions, programs, and policies for all LGUs in the province of Quezon for us to be able to attain our provincial goal of having malulusog na mamamayang Quezonian. Allow me to start my message to all of you tonight by mentioning what everyone already knows, that health is the core of every program of any government. In fact, I know that in every Quezonian's dream is the desire to live a long, prosperous, and healthy life. Good health, therefore, is the essence that fuels the Quezonian dream, whatever it may be. Without good health, all our other dreams and efforts will only fail. The dream of every local government unit is to be able to provide its constituents the realization of their most cherished dream. Yun na nga po, we want to provide them with the best services so that they can have the best of health. Ito din po ang dahilan kung bakit ang serbisyong pangkalusugan ang palaging sentro ng mga programa ng mga pamahalaang lokal. Dahil a sick farmer cannot plow the field and plant. A sick fisherman cannot go out to sea and catch fish. No? A sick teacher cannot go to school and teach. And a sick mind cannot be productive. And a sick mayor cannot function well. And tonight, I'm kinda sick. In short, everyone needs to be healthy first before everything else can be accomplished. So allow me to share with you, sabi nga, bawal, let us put the past behind, pero allow me to share with you tonight a little bit lang of what is it, how is it in the past, no? From the point of view of mayor, allow me to share a little bit of the health service delivery in our LGUs. It used to be the situation used to be in our LGUs, in our localities, that not all C constituents can afford to see a doctor for consultations. That's a fact. Hindi lahat ay kayang magpatingin sa doktor at magpakonsulta. Especially kung walang nararamdaman ng aming mga kababayan, hindi na po sila pumupunta sa mga doktor. Remote areas are seldom visited by doctors also. Dahil nga, kakaunti ang ating mga doktor at mahirap minsan ang mga daan, hindi po nabibisita ang mga remote towns at remote barangays sa ating probinsya. Not all health services are accessible to constituents. Hindi lahat ay accessible sa kanila, minsan walang gamot, minsan na nga po walang doktor. And ito po ang palaging nakasanayan naman na po talaga namin. Kapag may sakit ang ating mga kababayan, pagkatapos po nilang pumunta sa doktor, pumupunta po sila sa mayor upang humingi po ng financial assistance, and most likely, ang mga nahihingi nilang financial assistance ay hindi na ibibili sa mga pangangailangan nilang pang-medikal, kundi nagagamit din sa iba pa po nilang pangangailangan. Membership in PhilHealth is also not available to everyone. Ito yung dating senaryo na until now ay meron pa rin naman, pero it's improving na rin naman po ito. PhilHealth coverage is also limited. Referral to and from other health facilities was also a very big issue in the past. Next. At marami pa pong ibang mga scenarios na ang mga punong bayan ang nakakaalam, at they will be sharing their stories also sa ibang pagkakataon. However, in Quezon Province, I can say that we're luckier than the rest of the country with the advent of the healing agenda of our Super Healing Helen Governor. Yan po si Governor. Ang tawag ko po sa kanya ay Super Healing Helen because her healing agenda combined with the Universal Healthcare Law because with her healing agenda and the Universal Healthcare Law combined, we, the mayors of Quezon, know that healthcare in our province will never be the same. But our journey has just begun. Along with the, next please, allow me to share with you the initial reaction of the LGUs on the implementation of UHC in Quezon Province. Along with the improvements in health services in Quezon, brought about by Dr. Helen Tan, and RA 11223, or the Universal Healthcare Law, with a beautiful promise to the Filipinos, including Quezonians. The mayors, it was difficult to convince the mayors first to integrate And so it was also difficult to convince them to sign the MOA. It was never easy. There were a few failed attempts. I can say that the UHC implementation in Quezon, like in many other parts of the country, was met with many raised eyebrows, numerous questions. Initial reaction was apprehension and some outright refusal to join the proposed integration. It was quite challenging on the part of the provincial government and on the part of the LGUs, as it requires better understanding of the program. Many of us mayors have that notion that we will no longer have access to our own local health funds and that the decision on health projects will be made by the provincial government alone. But the provincial government has been very relentless in its pursuit to convince the mayors to give UHC a try. IECs were being done repeatedly, that sometimes we get tired of listening to lectures and attending forums, especially when it comes to the universal health care law. Our governor never stopped convincing and talking to us through the IPHO and explained everything to us in layman's term. In fact, let it be known by everyone that despite us mayors not yet having fully understood the UHC law, our trust in our good governor make us decide to finally embrace UHC in Quezon Province, knowing that the good governor will never recommend anything that will harm any Quezonian. And so, on April this year, all 39 LGUs of Quezon Province succumbed to the spell of Governor Helen Tan and the UHC, and finally signed the Memorandum of Agreement for integration with the provincial government, and everything was never the same. I wish to acknowledge all our local chief executives for your effort to make UHC work in the respective municipalities. At this point, may I request our mayors to please stand to be acknowledged. And so, as we implement the UHC in our province, its full effect is not yet being fully felt. But I can safely say that a big improvement in health delivery in services has slowly been felt already, especially in LGUs who are already almost compliant to the requirements of the law. For instance, many of our constituents now are covered by PhilHealth. Indigent families were enrolled in PhilHealth and were given hospital benefits for free. Additional benefits, including comprehensive outpatient services, were being automatically extended to PhilHealth members. Medical consultations are now abot kamay. People do not need to be sick before they can see a doctor, even if they don't have money. Family profiling was started, and health facility options were given to families. They can now choose if they will just consult with the BHS, the RHU, or in hospitals. E-consulta package was also made available, and consultations can now be done online. With the establishment of Primary Care Provider Network, or PCPN, referral system was made easy within the province and even up to the level of Apex hospitals. And what's best, ito po yung pinakamaganda na epekto ng UHC sa mga bayan-bayan. The bigger and richer LGUs now have an opportunity to help the smaller LGUs. Nakakatulong na po ang mga malalaking bayan sa mga maliliit na bayan by sharing their shares to everyone dahil yung kanilang health funds na dati nakukuha mula sa PhilHealth ay naiipon na sa isang pondo, and now yung mga problema ng mga maliliit na mga bayan ay pwede nang matulungan sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng pondo mula sa ating special health funds. So salamat sa mga malalaking bayan na nakakatulong sa ating mga maliliit na bayan sa lalawigan ng Quezon. As in every new law, the UHC was met, next please, with many challenges. UHC implementation was met with many challenges, especially in its earlier phases of implementation. I will not discuss the challenges in length, as I know almost everyone here are aware of them. Allow me to mention a few though. As I mentioned earlier, UHC implementation requires comprehension and better understanding, both by the LGU and the constituents. It was quite a challenge for us, and for the constituents also, to follow. Aside from that, it also requires sound financial planning, adequate human resources for health, which we don't have, improvement of and provision of additional health facilities, especially for public hospitals and community health centers, and technical support expertise among others. Hindi ko na po babanggitin lahat ng mga challenges at mga problema dahil baka mapagalitan po tayo ng ating governor na puro problema ang ating binabanggit. But I know everyone is well aware of the challenges, at meron naman po tayong ginagawa, meron naman ginagawa ang ating provincial government to overcome those challenges. So I will just proceed to the last part of this message, which is the hopes and dreams of mayors without consulting my fellow mayors for the universal health care and the Quezon province-wide health system. I think this is the most important para marinig po ng ating mga panauhin at ng ating minamahal na gobernador. First, we hope and we dream that all our constituents will have PhilHealth membership and coverage regardless of financial status. And fast application process. Yun ang pangarap namin, mabilis na proseso ng aplikasyon ng PhilHealth. Next, that the local health institutions will be augmented through, hindi na po napakita dito, physical facilities like super health centers, which may mga munisipyo na po na merong mga super health centers, and licensed as primary care facilities. Health workers capacitated to promote healthy lifestyle and living in healthy environment through all walks of life. Health data are easily accessible through province-wide electronic information system. Another one is the established and institutionalized DRRMH, or Disaster Risk Reduction Management System for Health, and the established epidemiological surveillance system to readily identify infectious or contagious diseases to counteract and manage, to counter and manage its spread. And number 3, and the most important, is that we hope, our dear Governor, that the submitted local investment plan for health of each municipality will be adequately financed and accomplished through the help of the Provincial Special Health Fund under the Universal Health Care. Kapag nagkakasakit ang ating mga mamamayan, doktor po ang kanilang unang hinahanap. Pero babalik at babalik din po yan sa mga lingkod bayan, katulad ng mga punong bayan, para sa iba pang mga pangailangang pangkalusugan. Pangarap namin na mga punong bayan ng lalawigan ng Quezon na kapag nakapasok na sa isang health facility, ang aming mga mamamayan ay di na niya kailangang lumabas upang maghagilap ng tulong kanino man dahil abot kamay na niya ang lahat ng pwedeng tulong na makukuha mula sa pamahalaan sa pamamagitan ng universal health care. To end this message, and having said all that, having mentioned the pros and cons, and hoping that all goes well as planned, guided by the mutual support between the provincial government and the LGUs, we believe that in no time, all necessary health services can be easily available, accessible and affordable to our constituents, and we can finally say, in Quezon, sa kalusugan, kasama kami lahat. As President of the League of Mayors of Quezon Province, we assure the current provincial leaders, headed by our good Governor, Dr. Angelina Helentan, and the forerunners of UHC, that you have our complete support for the successful implementation of UHC in the province of Quezon. The time is now, and we need all hands on deck, so help us God. Thank you.
Mayor Rachel Ubana, mga kaibigan. Mayor, please remain on stage. May we invite you back on stage, please, because the province of Quezon would like to award the Certificate of Appreciation to Honorable Rachel A. Ubana, President of the LMP Quezon Chapter and Mayor of Lopez, Quezon, for her support to the conduct of the Quezon Health Summit 2023 Kalusugan Kasama ang Lahat. Having served as presenter of the session Reframing Perspectives for Local Government Units on UHC Implementation, discussing the vital role of our component local government units in the attainment of universal healthcare in the province of Quezon. Signed by our Provincial Governor, Dr. Helen Tan. Mayor Rachel Ubana, mga kaibigan. Mayor, maraming salamat. Napakaganda po ng inyong sinabi na ang mga Quezonian hindi na kailangang lumayo at lumabas ng Quezon. Dahil sa Quezon, lahat meron. Well, mga kaibigan, we have been very blessed to have with us one of the country's champions in pushing for reforms in the health and nutrition sector. To introduce our summit keynote speaker, please welcome our Provincial Health Officer, One for Health Service Delivery, Dr. Lorelie G. Salonga.
Thank you so much. To our dear Governor, Honorable Angelina Dr. Helen Tan, our Vice Governor, Anacleto III Alcala, to the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, our local chief executives, headed by our very own Honorable Rachel Ubana, our municipal and city health officers, our developmental partners in health, both in the government and non-government agencies, our guests from the Department of Health, our colleagues in the Provincial Health Office, dear guests and esteemed awardees and participants, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome again to this Quezon Health Summit 2023. It is my honor to introduce an esteemed guest who will be delivering our keynote address. She is a visionary leader, an advocate for transformative change, and a luminary in the health and wellness. She has decades of local governance and creativity under her belt that have molded her own distinct brand of proactive and innovative leadership. The remarkable achievements in the long lists of her resume makes her one of the most colorful personalities in the country. She came from the ranks as chair of Kabataang Barangay during her youth, that provided platform and opportunities for young Filipinos engaging in nation building. She ran and was elected Congresswoman in the 2nd District of Ilocos Norte, serving 3 terms, authoring and co-authoring bills primarily focused on women, overseas Filipino workers, and the youth sector. She became a governor afterwards, bagging a landslide victory for Ilocos Norte. She largely focused on poverty reduction through local employment and investment, promotion of tourism, and reviving the youth sector. She currently holds the position of a senator, following her vibrant tenure as governor. Her remarkable initiatives in the ongoing construction of one of the Quezon Provincial Hospital Network in Bondoc Peninsula, in cooperation with the Department of Health Facility Enhancement Program, and the Department of Public Works and Highways, show her unwavering commitment to the health of our fellow Quezonians. Being one of the advocates in the passing of Magna Carta Bill for Barangay Health Workers, which was recently approved in the 3rd reading by the House of Representatives and now is being pushed in the Senate to become a law. Her famous tagline, "What has been done in Ilocos Norte for the past 9 years can be done together for the rest of the country." Hashtag, "Ay may solusyon dyan. Carry on." Now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming on stage a mother, a friend, an actress, a public servant, a health and woman advocate. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Maria Imelda Josefa Remedios Aimee Romualdez Marcos.
Maraming salamat po. Maupo po kayo.
And in the carpet found him, oh my Lord, a golden hello brought him, oh.
Okay mga kaibigan, medyo mabibitin ho si Senador Aimee Marcos. Mas maganda bukas na lang ho natin ituloy ang pag-i-air ng programa ng Quezon Health Summit 2023. At si Senador Aimee Marcos, bukas na rin po yun. At siyempre, ang atin pong gobernadora, Governor Doktora Helen Dan, mga kaibigan. Bukas na rin po natin ipi-play, okay?
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever...
Okay, magandang umaga po Magandang umaga po kay Giovanni Flores, kay Erwin Maray Mendoza. Good morning.
All of the other reindeer used to love and call...
Oras po natin, alas 7:51 ng umaga. At ang bahagi pong yan ay hatid po sa atin ng Primax Coffee Beat Instant Coffee Mix, mga kaibigan.
Santa came.
Alam niyo po yung Primax, ito ho ay hinahanap-hanap ng ating mga kababayan. Dahil napaka-epektibo po sa kanilang kalusugan ang bitaminang hatid ng moringa, spinach, ampalaya at ginseng na tunay namang nakabubuti sa atin hong katawan, mga kaibigan. Okay?
All of the other reindeer used to love and call.
Kaya hanapin nyo na po sa inyong mga suking tindahan, sari-sari store,
Rudolph
department store, market malls, at sa iba pang mga suking pharmacy at mga butika, mga kaibigan. Ang Primax Coffee Vita Instant Coffee Mix.
Sing a song, your hands grace so full and free. Please sing a song of joy, then you will find His glory.
Okay, samantala, nagsagawa ng ang Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council o PDRRMC ng kailang 4th quarter full council meeting kahapon o noong December 5 sa Queen Margaret Hotel, Lucena City. Natalakay sa magpupulong ang ilang mga accomplishments ng konseho patungkol sa mga isinasagawang mabilis na pagresponde sa mga panahon ng kalamidad at sakuna. Nagkaroon din ng lecture sa mga iba't ibang uri ng sakuna kung saan naibahagi ang tamang aksyon sa epektibong komunikasyon ng bawat isa tuwing may hindi inaasahang pangyayari.
Kind of His glory. Let's sing a song of joy, then everyone be happy.
Okay, samantala, paalaala po natin sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan na nakarating ho sa tanggapan ng pamahalaang panlalawigan ang sumbong na mayroong gumagamit ng pangalan ni Governor Dr. Helen Tan para tumawag sa mga suppliers sa Quezon na nagbibigay pa raw ng bank account para sa pera. Nagpakilala sa pangalang Terence ang scammer at maaari pa itong gumamit ng iba pang identidad. Isa itong uri ng panloloko at paglabag sa batas na i-report na ito sa pulisya at kasalukuyan ng iniimbestigahan. Kaugnay nito, patuloy na ipinaalaala sa publiko ang palagiang pag-iingat at pagiging mapanuri sa lahat ng impormasyon na kanilang natatanggap. Samantala, kinilala ng Department of Health ang bayan ng Real Quezon sa ginanap na First Holders Conference and Second Recognition Ceremony. Personal na dinaluhan at tinanggap ni Municipal Health Office o MHO Dr. Maricris Imoy ang parangal patungkol sa pangangasiwa sa rehabilitation ng drug dependence o mga persons who use drugs o PWDs o PWDS. Layunin ng nasabing parangal na mabigyang pagkilala ang mga bayan na patuloy na pumupuksa sa patuloy na paglaganap ng iligal na droga sa buong bansa. Samantala, lubos nagpasalamat naman ang lokal na pamahalaan ng Real sa natanggap nitong pagkilala mula sa DOH.
Everybody singing, dancing a Christmas.
Samantala, isinagawa na ngayong Disyembre ang pamimigay ng voucher fertilizer para sa mga rice farmers sa bayan ng Padre Burgos, Quezon. Ito ay sa pangunguna ng Department of Agriculture, katuwang ang mga kawani ng pamahalaan lokal ng nasabing bayan. Samantala, ito na wano ang ikatlong beses na bigay ng naturang fertilizer sa mga magtatanim ng palay sa bayan ho ng Padre Burgos, Quezon.
Here is sleigh bells ringing, everybody singing, dancing a Christmas polka. Christmas trees and party, they can free run of joy.
Okay, samantala, patuloy na nagdiningning ang Healing Garden ng Quezon Provincial Hospital Network, Quezon Medical Center. Tapos isagawa ang formal na pagpapailaw ng mga Christmas lights decoration na kamakailan. Personal na dinaluhan ni Governor Dr. Helen Tan ang nasabing switch-on ceremony upang mas may padama ang diwa ng Kapaskuhan at mabigyang ngiti ang ating mga kalalawigan na daraan at tutungo sa nabanggit na hospital. Samantala, masayang sinalubong ni Governor Dr. Helen Tan sa pamahalaang panlalawigan kamakailan ang 4 na atletang Quezonian naggamit ng mga medalya sa iba't ibang international competition. Buong puso naman ang paghanga ng gobernadora sa angking galing at husay ng mga manalarong Quezonian, kung kaya siniguro nito na suportado ng pamahalaang panlalawigan ang bawat atleta na patuloy na pagbibigay ng karangalan para sa buong lalawigan ng Quezon. Congratulations! Mabuhay ang atletang Quezonian. At yan mga kaibigan ang kabuuan ng atin hong mga balita. Abangan bukas alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga ang programang Sabihin, Paksain ang issue at news sa programa ho nating Spin.
Unico Quezon,